there, folks. Let's take a quick look at the route that we are going to take around the 7 Rila Lakes. Now, there's a lot of different ways you could do this, and it's entirely up to you, but the way that I did it was as a 20-kilometer loop with about 1,300 meters of elevation gain and descent, starting and ending right here at the Pionerska Hija. And what I like about starting and ending here is that this street right here that you can see is basically all public parking. It's very accessible, it's very plentiful, but I would want to remind you that if you are going around peak season, aka summer, just be sure to get there pretty early, because you can see that this lift here is on the map. Well, by the time I got down, the lift had opened. It was about, 11 a.m., 11:30, and the parking lot was quite full. So just be aware of that, but otherwise, wonderful place to start and end. There's some restaurants here, there's some shops where you can get something to eat and drink when you're down. Overall, really great place to start and end. Now, as far as the rest of the route goes, there's really nothing technical or terribly challenging that I would want to highlight or warn you about. Overall, it's just a really, really beautiful hike throughout the area with some fantastic views left and right, really just panoramic, every single direction, 360 degrees. Turn your head, you will not be disappointed. The one difference that I do want to highlight between my route and maybe some of the other ones that go around the Rila Lakes is that I decided to make a little bit of a detour here and stop at this peak called Damga. And I just thought it would be a nice viewpoint to the lakes, but also to some of these other ridges and peaks here that you can see on the map. And you can see there's plenty amount of trails going in and around here. So if you're a bit more adventurous, or if you want to dedicate more than one day to your adventure, there are a lot of wonderful peaks you could see along the way, such as Orlovets, Vuglav, Kuliamkupen, Popova Kapa, etc., etc. There's just so much you can see in one day, or again, if you want to take it easy, in more than one day. And there's nothing wrong with that. So this is the route. Again, nothing too challenging, nothing too scary, absolutely not. Elevation gain can be significant for some people, but I think you can cut out a lot of that by just not going to Damga and essentially just sticking to the loop around the lakes. Another little tip, if you're traveling with a family or with elderly people, or you just want to take it easy this day because it's, the 7th day of a week-long trip for you and you don't want to get into too much adventure, you could take this lift up. There's nothing wrong with that. It'll take you right here to Hija Rilski Ezera, which is a fantastic point for starting your hike through the lakes, and it'll save you some energy and it'll save you some time as well. So just don't forget that that is an option as well if you choose to use it. Just make sure you research when exactly the lift opens and closes, because you don't want to be left here on your own. It is beautiful, but it can get quite chilly in the evening. So that's the route. I hope you enjoy the video, and I really hope you have a chance to come out here and see this for yourself, because this is an absolutely stunning place, not just in the Balkans, but in the world. This is really, really worth seeing, and you will not regret being here anywhere in this area, by the way. This national park is some of the most beautiful scenery that I've ever seen in my entire life, and I've had the pleasure of traveling the world all over. But this place here is really, really worth coming to check it out if you haven't yet.
That is just absolutely gorgeous. Wow. I haven't been filming much of this ascent just because it's a pretty chunky gravel road. Let's take a look at it. So that's not so exciting. That is pretty exciting though. Oh my goodness. You really just can't beat that. That's gorgeous. Getting our first views, oh yeah, of the ridges. Amazing. Here we are at the top of the lift station. We got a wonderful, just incredible view of the surroundings, and got a little bit ways to go. But here is the hut, Hija Rilski Ezera. This is where I believe you can get some food and drinks, as well as spend a night there if you're so inclined. But do some research before planning on that, please, because I don't know the schedules, when they're open, when they're closed. So as always, check it out online, give them a call. But this is a beautiful place to take a break or spend a night for sure. Okay, here we are, about to crest the ridge that is behind us. We can no longer see the Hija, the hut. We're about to crest the ridge, and this is supposed to be a super cool and dramatic reveal of the lakes. Ta-da! That's one of them anyway. Got 6 more to go, ladies and gentlemen. Here we got a glimpse of the Hija, the hut, far in the distance, as well as a good view of the lower lake. And we're slowly making our way up to the peak, Ezera. It's about 2,560 meters, I believe, elevation. Could be wrong, but should be pretty close to it. Here we are, lake number 2, Ribnoto Ezero, roughly translated as the lake of fish. So, there you have it. It looks a bit swampy, if I'm being honest. I'm not sure how many fish there are inside, but hey, who am I to judge? All right, another one. This is lake number 3. I really hope I see all 7 in the end and I don't run past one, because I'd be more than a little bit embarrassed if that happens. And this is Trilistnika, which I'm not sure how to directly translate in English or in German, but something like the 3 leaves. But that's a bit coarse, that's a bit rough, like sand. So, but beautiful, very small, not so swampy as the fish lake. So I'm kind of digging this lake's aesthetic the most so far. Yeah, let's see what the other ones have to offer. All right, here's our next lake. We're already there. Oh, there's some mountain goats over there. I don't know if you can see that on camera. They ran away because they heard my annoying voice. I wasn't quick enough to tell them to like and subscribe on YouTube. So, oh, look at them go, look at them go. Oh my God, I wish I could move like that in the mountains. Oh man, so beautiful. amazing creatures. So this lake is called Bliznaka, or translated, the Twin. And here it is. It's very, very pretty. Wow, this is stunning. Okay, I take it back. This is my new favorite of the 7 lakes. Oh, wow. Really, really gorgeous. I know I keep saying that, but this is incredible. With the little flowers poking out of the water too. My word, what a landscape. All right, everybody, next lake on the list. Here we go. This is Božestveno cvete, which roughly translated means godly flower. Something very similar to that, but also very beautiful. Super, super clear water. You can see the bottom even when it's deep farther out. Really, really pretty. And surroundings are also quite beautiful as well. So now we continue making our way up to Ezera, or the lake's peak, and we'll see what that's got in store for us. So let's check it out. So there's this wonderful drinking water here, and I mean, I really hope it's drinking water because that's what it's marked on my Garmin map anyway. But at the base of this waterfall here, we've got this opportunity to fill up some water, which is awesome because we are not quite at Ezera yet. This is about 8.1 kilometers into the route that I'm gonna post, of course, but wonderful that we've got a nice little opportunity to fill up on our water because it is July, and even though it's 8 in the morning, it's getting warm pretty quick, and that sun is beating. So onwards and upwards. Coming on to one more lake here. It's crazy that there's still snowpack up here, by the way, mid-July. And this lake is called Okoto, or the Eye. So I imagine if we were to look at it from above, it would look like an eye, but this view is just as pretty. Actually, I think this view is more pretty. But anyway, it's getting a bit windy up here, and over there is where we got to climb here in a second, right yonder. So I might have to put on a layer because it's getting a little bit chilly when you're not in the sun, but let's do it. Okay, so according to the sign, this is called Solzata, which means the tear or the teardrop. I guess both work, but tiny but very beautiful and very close to a fantastic lookout point here. Just really, really gorgeous sights, but yeah. So we're coming up to this little station, and in the distance there's a family of mountain goats. Oh, they just noticed me. They just noticed me. But anyway, we're coming to this crossroads of trails here, and yeah, this is where we'll do a turnaround here in a little bit. But first, we're going to go to the top of this peak and enjoy some wonderful views. So let's get to climbing. and it is insanely windy up here. The wind layer is now on. I started this day with shorts and the lightest t-shirt you can imagine, and now this is what we got going on. Wind layer, sleep underneath, and my fingers are actually absolutely freezing. Oh my god, one of these fucking stickers, I can't believe this. I'm at the top of Bulgaria, and there's a, oh well, that's my hat. Let's see if we can get that before it's too late. Rescue mission successful. Okay, back to ranting about the Baden-Württemberg sticker. I can't believe this. Wow. Alright, I don't know if any of my voice will be able to be heard here because it's insanely windy, but it's so pretty. There's a pack of wild horses there in the distance. I don't know if you can see that, but this is absolutely beautiful. I'm wearing my wind layer, but it's worth it, and I'm about to start running down, so wind layer will probably come off pretty shortly. All right, your own opportunity to be Alex Supertramp out here. I don't suggest it, but it's here if you want it. Landscape's changing. We're coming back to tree line. And for now, we've escaped this damn gravel. This is much nicer to run on.